Evenwas family, once again welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thanks for subscribing, thank you for watching my videos. I love you all so much and I appreciate every single person who is always supporting me on my YouTube journey. Thank you all so much once again and karibuni sana. So guys, if you've not subscribed, please subscribe, comment, share, like, ask me anything. And today I'm here to answer something because I have noticed so many people are asking me what is Maid.Cc. So once again, I'm still working on Maid.Cc, but some things have changed. Especially you can see like my background is not the same like the way I'm used to recording my videos. The reason why is that I am out of my client's home. Now I'm on the accommodation, and the reason why is because I did have a little hiccups where I was working and I was just trying to be patient with my mom because I want to maintain my job, and at the end of the game I ended up being in the accommodation back again. So what is Maid.Cc? Maid.Cc is a company that is dealing with the nannies and maids visa from so many different countries in African countries, that is Uganda and Kenya and Ethiopia and Filipino, like from Philippines. So most of these people that we are working here in the Maid.Cc, we are from different places and different cultures and backgrounds, and we are working for expert families, and this is like an agency connecting the client with the maids. So in between I'm working for Maid.Cc, but the main work that I'm doing in the clients of Maid.Cc. So I'm in between the two of them. How am I in between two of them? Because the company did my visa, the company hired me, the company pays me, the company protects my life, the company does every single thing, from my transport, from the accommodation to the client. Any issue that I'm having with my client, they are always there to handle every single issue. That's why I'm in between the client, because as much as they're doing all that, that's their part, I need to also do my part for me to get paid. So I'm working in the client's home, the responsibility that I'm assigned for. So that's Maid.Cc for you. And also Maid.Cc also, apart from hiring apart from maids and nannies, they also do visas for if you want a client who wants to bring a maid from another country direct to work for them, they have those services. And if you are a client who wants your maid to have a driving license, blah blah blah, those kind of things, whether it's a gardener, they also do those kind of visas. But because I'm here as a maid and under their visa, this company, that's why I decided to answer this question. So that's Maid.Cc for you. And also in everything that we do in life, we have pros and cons. So also in Maid.Cc, it's the same. It's not all that guiltous because everybody's saying Maid.Cc. So I want to be open and honest about this, because you will wonder why I'm always talking about Maid.Cc. It's because the company I'm working with, and also I'm not promoting anything. I am not, and I repeat again, I'm not promoting anything. I'm just giving out the experience that I'm going through when I'm working with Maid.Cc. So let's start. The pros of working at Maid.Cc. You being a maid, you stay with your passport since you land in the UAE to the day you finish your contract. Your passport is always with you. You also feel that power, like you're holding one document that is so valuable to you and no one is keeping that for you. Another thing is you have an insurance number. When after 6 months you finish your probation, you have an insurance number whereby you are able to go to the hospital anytime you feel you're sick. But also don't forget, for those 6 months that you still don't have the insurance number, you have the company's insurance number. By any chance or by something happens, you're sick, the company covers some of the expenses that you use in the hospitals. You only pay very less percent, like I think 20%, that's what you pay. And also the company is always with you step by step. You're not lost anywhere in between. They always make sure that you go back to the client when you're healed. That's a pro. Another pro is this: when you're in a client home and you don't get along with the client and you start having problems with the client, you always communicate with Maid.Cc through a Yaya app that they have developed. And this Yaya app has so many categories that you can, if you have a problem with the client, you have a problem with the company, you need to see a doctor, you ask any question about your salary, about your government papers. This Yaya app has every single thing that you need for you to communicate with Maid.Cc. So Maid.Cc is always there most probably let's say 3/4 of the day, because at night sometimes it's not, always active, but they always reply to you and they tell you by 6 in the morning. We'll always make sure that they get back to you, of which it happens. Another pro is when you're working with Maid.Cc, you get to choose on your interview, you get to choose the food that you can eat at your client's home. For instance, if you are going to a client whereby they're vegetarians and you're not a vegetarian, they give you choices, and also they ask you if you're comfortable being a vegetarian or you're comfortable choosing the food choices, 5 of them that you need to be eating at the client's home. Also, toiletries are provided by the client. That is toothpaste, that is soap, that is shampoo, that is tissue. They are provided by the client. So that's also a pro, the saving, because at anything that you buy out of in this country, it is money, and you want to keep your money, you want to save your money. So that's another pro. Another pro is that when you're working with Maid.Cc, you don't have to worry about looking for work. They will look for that part for you. It's done. Like, you just come, you do your medical, every single thing, you go through the whole process, you just wait for them to find a client for you. Don't forget, when you go to these clients, you need to maintain, your integrity, your work. You have to be hardworking, you have to try and connect and bond with these children. There's so much also, you have to put in an effort, you have to bring in your A game, you have to have that knowledge and wisdom. Like, you have to just come with your whole heart to do this work. Being a maid is not easy. And people need to understand that being a maid is like trying to fit in people's homes. It's just, you're squeezing yourself for you to gain some amount of money. So at the end of the game, you need to live like family with them. You need to learn the schedules. You need to adapt with the lifestyle that they have, because every single person, an expat family, they come from different cultures and backgrounds. They are very different. And you coming from where you're coming from, you also need to try and fix yourself inside the home, because you just need to go it along, and you don't have to be quarreling every single time. You don't want these things to happen, or going back to the accommodation every single time. That's another pro. Another pro is that you get to experience some things that you didn't even know they existed. Like, for instance, when I was with the family they took me to different places like Global Village. Even if I was working in a different company, if I didn't go with my client, if I didn't experience this kind of experiences, I will never sit down and think that I can visit these kind of places. I have seen places that I have not seen before, and I have been in the UAE before for some time. Like, I get to experience wonderful places. I get to see different things and wonderful things. That's a pro. That's another advantage and experience in your life. Like, even if it's not on your bucket list, it's something that you've taken in your mind that you've experienced something. Some go to the desert safaris. It's so much. That's another pro. Another pro, if you get a family that they are they'll have big rooms for maids, you get to experience your own privacy if you're working alone. But also some families, they have private rooms which are kind of different from what you expect in your mind, but it is good because you get to be in your room alone and you get to have quiet time. There is so many pros that we can keep on talking and talking and talking. Now let's go to the cons of working as a maid here in the UAE. When you are a maid in the UAE and you're working, especially, I will give the experience that I have with Maid.Cc. Sometimes I don't get to choose the family that I'm working for. Sometimes the family just choose you. They don't want to interview you. They just liked you from your video, how you explained yourself. They just want to hire you immediately. So you just go to these families, you don't know these people, you're struggling to bond with kids, you're struggling to fit in. Sometimes it gets so hectic. Some ladies come back to the company within 2 days. Some will not even stay more than 2 days. It's also it's something that is so challenging to so many people, because if you're a quiet person, you're not like a vibrant person, you're not a person who has that energy, always giving out that energy, who is always trying to fit in, you will have struggles to fit in these people's homes. That's a con. Another con is that some of these families, they are not open to learning, to for you to adapt. They just want to squeeze themselves in their own space. You just came here to work, that's what brought you here, just do your work and you go to your room. Sometimes it's very hard to be working in these families, because you want something, you're not able to ask for it. You want to ask about something you don't know how to use, but because you fear them, you are not able, like the way they're handling you, the way they're treating you is a kind of a different way. And also don't forget, for them it might be normal because we come from different backgrounds and cultures, but for you it's not normal because also you come from a different background and a different culture. So it's hard for you to be able to work in a peaceful environment or in an environment whereby you feel like you're free to ask about anything. So sometimes you end up ruining their things, or you end up doing mistakes and you end up coming back to the accommodation. Another thing is that some of these people, they will not be honest to you about anything. You just ask something, they just look at you, they're not talking to you, you're just there, and you end up complaining to the company and you end up coming back to the accommodation. Another con when you're working as a maid, especially where I'm working from, if you come back from a client's home and you come back to the accommodation, the amount of money you earn per day at the client's home, it's way different from the amount of money that is basic when you're in the accommodation. That means when you're outside, you're in the client's home, you make more money. When you're in the accommodation, you make less money. At the end of the game, we have budgets too. We have plans too. So if you end up coming back to the accommodation every single time within a month, maybe 2 times or 3 times, you end up without having money. Nobody should lie to you that if you come here and stay in the accommodation that you're gonna be paid the full amount. You're just gonna receive basic amount. So if you are a person like me who have children back at home, I have to take care of them, every single thing. I'm their mom and their dad at the same time. You will try your best to always fit in these people's homes, because at the end of the game, I don't want my bank account to be, the amount that I've planned and budgeted. I don't want it to be less. I don't want to feel like I am trying to, do the same thing that I was doing back in my country, like trying to make ends meet. I came here because I feel like I want to just be in peace with everything that I'm doing in life. I want to feel secured with my finances, and when I am back at the accommodation, I'm not getting the same amount. So that's a con. If you're back in the accommodation, you're not gonna make the same amount you're gonna make. And nobody's gonna pay you full amount if you're not working. So you don't expect the company to be paying you full amount if you're not working. You're not bringing in anything, so why do you expect anything? That's another con. So people always talk about the good side of everything, but people don't want to talk about the bad side. And I feel like if you're somebody who is coming to work with Maid.Cc, you need to listen to this kind of videos. You need to understand that sometimes you can come to the company and you don't get the work immediately. Sometimes you can come here after the interviews, people are still not hiring you. Maybe they feel like the experience is not enough. Like there's so much that goes on in any company. You just need to come prepared that sometimes you can come today and go to work tomorrow. Sometimes you will come here and stay for a whole week without getting work. You just need to come prepared. Don't be living at your homes telling everybody that after I go to Dubai, I will start working immediately. Sometimes it's hard. You don't work immediately. Sometimes you can stay here for a week or 2 weeks. Sometimes you can go immediately, and also you can go immediately and the client doesn't like you. So you have to come ready and prepared that this is the pros and this is the cons. You just need to prepare your mind, like be open about every single thing. So that's the question I wanted to answer about Maid.Cc. I will let you know about more and more things every single time I come across something I feel like it's needed. And everyone who is trying to come and work, work in the UAE and work in Maid.Cc, you have a lot of experience. So not experience, you have a lot of information about Maid.Cc. Once again, and I always tell people, I'm not promoting Maid.Cc, but I'm giving out the experience that I have with Maid.Cc and why I feel comfortable working with them and why I will still work with them, because I feel like I am more secured with so many things, with my health, with my passport being with me, and for them listening to my problems and solving my problems. That's for now. I don't have much, but don't forget to subscribe on Eve's YouTube channel, and you can share this to any group for anybody who needs to hear this. Once again, keep on trying to reach out to Maid.Cc for jobs on Facebook. You can go to maids.art, something like that, or maids.cc. and you try your best. Try your luck. So many people are coming every single day, and they just maybe listen or so and add somewhere, and they just want to, you know, advance in life, have a different career, or start a different career, or continue with the same career in a different country. Who knows? Just try your luck. And welcome to Maid.Cc if you have passed the interviews. And for those who already, I know two ladies who are here in the Maid.Cc now, who listen to one of my videos, and they did the interviews and they were able to come here. So you never know, just try your luck. Welcome to Maid.Cc. Let's do this, let's work. And again, I'm not promoting Maid.Cc. I am giving out my experiences. I am just letting people know what to find here in Maid.Cc. Don't forget to subscribe on Eve's YouTube channel. Like and share and comment. Bye bye.